So what's up everybody and welcome back to another trade recap. Today is a little bit of news. I had a very bad trading day. Wasn't anything to do with the technicals. You'll see by the title how much I lost. We'll get into it because I have the dashboard up there. So let's just switch around and go into the video. Okay. So here you can see this was the account that I was going to be documenting on YouTube. We had a lovely winning day, but then we had a very, very big loss. And the reason for this was because I took two bad trades, and from that point onwards, it was just like, ugh. But let's get into the trade recap then. Whew, there's not much analysis to go on to today. I just took a very early entry, and then got punished for it, which is fair enough. Market opens very bullish today. I wanted to see price go higher, come back into one of these gaps, and then go higher. But I marked out this bottom 15-minute gap and that top 15-minute gap. I know way better than to trust the first entry signal, especially when there's two 15-minute gaps, one above and one below with a bunch of other liquidity underneath. So I very much entered very discretionarily because I saw, yes, we're in this 15-minute gap. However, I also want to see price go higher. What are we doing? Consolidating. Why am I entering off consolidation? At the time, I saw this gap get inverted to the downside, and I was like, ugh. And then I saw this gap get respected. Going higher. So I was like, you know what? If we are going to go higher, we're just going to consolidate here and then finally take the highs. If I'm wrong, we're going to take these lows, which I was wrong. That loss, not too bad, lost 500 on that one. Then we get the actual retrace down to the second 15-minute gap, which was honestly what I should have waited for in the first place. And I guess I was just a little bit jumpy with this one, because price comes down into this gap. We get a lovely inverse of this. Price trends higher. What does it also do? It then retraces back into this area, the inverse fair value gap, that price zone. We get a tap of it. Price then rejects even higher. And then what does price do? We create another smaller gap, and we've respected the gap, and we're pushing higher. So there I'm like, okay, I'm ready to get in for another attempt. Correct. We get a big bit of volume on this candle. I end up getting in on the second candle, maybe something like that. Stop below this low. This is where everything goes wrong. Trade is playing out. Over here, no, it wasn't over here. It was over here. I had my break even. Yes, it was a pretty far break even, but I would only see price reversing off these highs, especially because this was pre-market. So I thought we was going to get a little tap of that, then get our retrace, maybe tap me out or not. But no, we get our retracement. We get a break of this. I thought I was cooked, but no. I see that we have a nice candle rejection up higher, but you know what? This tapped me out. My stop was below here, but it tapped me out as if I was there. So that made me mad. Because then I see price shoot straight up to my break even, and I'm like, damn, that could have been something. So if I had my head screwed on, pretty much, I would have gotten an entry off something like this. And yes, I would still be targeting data highs. We can see that we didn't end up reaching that target. Yes, I wouldn't have got this in intraday trading because I wouldn't have held that long. But would have had a nice 1 to 6, maybe, at least targeting that. Maybe even got out up there if I saw how our price was moving. But no, I had a very, very bad day. And then I let it get to me, because from this point onwards, I lost 500 there. I lost 500 there. I had 1k of drawdown left. And I just wanted to pass the account for you guys as well. I thought two things. First of all, the few losses that I've had, I've not posted them on YouTube because I've either forgotten to do the trade recap, or I've ended up getting a win on my main account, so I've actually put that one there. And then I was like, okay, this is a good day where I can finally showcase me losing a trade. However, I also wanted to pass the account, and I let that get to my mind. And this is a really good reminder that it doesn't matter how long you've been trading for, you can still get like stumped up on stuff. And I came to film this video yesterday because this is actually the morning before. But then I sat there with myself and I was like, oh my god, this is just embarrassing. But this is trading, and we're gonna go again. I ended up hitting daily loss limit, not daily loss limit, max loss limit on this. And that's okay. From this point onwards, I was just trying to catch whatever pops and moves I could and end up just blowing the account with the remaining 1k, which is not something anyone should do. And take a lesson from this. Make sure that you stay on point and just keep locked in and focused. Just don't do special things because you want to do something else, because you want to impress the YouTube fans or anything like that. Yeah, don't do that. No, anyways, here's that account once again. We can see fat loss after that lovely win. We could have got past if I was patient and waited. So I want you guys to use me an example. Be patient, wait for them high time frame draws to be taken, and go for your entry. Other than that, I don't know if I'm going to be posting a video later, because I don't know if I'm going to decide to trade or not. But see you in the next trade recap, I hope.